The fucking, hi chat. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's a nice day, and by a nice day, I mean the weather has been terrible. Unless you like it when it rains like crazy. In which case, you can just enjoy laying there and listening to the rain make white noise. but I'm gonna scream over it. I love Tuesdays. It is the worst day of the week. Oh God, that hiccup. Hello, hello, hello. Hello gamers one and all. I want to play some Ace Attorney. Chat, as I was literally typing the message, I realized that his name is Eustace Winner because he's an Eustace Attorney. It has Ace in it. He's the Ace Attorney. He was an Ace Attorney all along. I didn't even get it. I did not even get that part of his name's pun until literally 3 minutes ago. Crazy. Oh, it's so good. He's so good. I do like Eustace. Ace Attorney Investigation has some good characters, chat. By the way, chat, did you see the drag queen clip that's been going around where they split their hair open and there's a little alien creature controlling them? Cause it's kinda awesome. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. I just had it pulled up. It's kind of freaking awesome. There we go. Here, let me send you the clip. Genuinely awesome. little tiny alien control. That's kind of awesome, not going to fucking lie. I adore tiny alien creature. I like how big that post got. It is kind of glorpin', not gonna lie. I forgot I had glorp in my chat. That's true, that's real. I need more 7TV emote slots. I have like 25 unfilled slots. I should just throw some stuff in there. Hiya, Jason. Hiya, everybody. Hiya, every dang old person who comes by while I play dang old video games? What the heck? Video games? Hi. Chat, we're not gonna have tech issues this stream, and by that I mean we're gonna have fewer tech issues than when I was doing VR. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get motion sick or really any sort of sickness from simulation sickness or anything with VR. But man, after Midnight Walk, that game did a dang old number on my tummy, bro. That game made me freaking woozy. I was freaking incapacitated mentally for about 3 hours. It was not wonderful. Probably not a great idea to do that right before and then stream really late and then go try to go to bed while my brain is spinning from the disorientation. Very cool game, and I will play it again, but I'm gonna need to like budget when I play it better, because playing it right before bed late night was that's a bad idea, Dr. Oz. But it's a good game. Gideo Vames? Yes. Chat, let's get right back into the freaking game. Chat, I bought so much candy yesterday, and I ate so much candy yesterday, and I'm still eating it. Let me get could you maybe calm down a little? Calm down? No way, Jose, not until you come around clean. It's for your own good, dang it. Oh, is she saying Will did it? What the heck? That's my goat. You don't accuse my goat like that. Our intrepid reporters refuse to give up, even in the face of repeated stonewalling from the crew. Look, you ladies need to stop harassing these people, or I'll have to ask you to. You cops sure got a lot of nerve. Y'all are the ones who let Taurosaurus run wild. Also, you said boneless pizza? Do you have a yummy pizza? Because, real talk, seeing the word pizza made me hella hungry for pizza right now, and I just realized. Damn, it's like, it's getting late to order a pizza, and I don't want to make chat wait. Or like, I just don't want to order a pizza right now.
My name is Markiplier, and today we'll be playing Ace Attorney.
Hello everybody, today we're going to be playing Markiplier. Hello everybody, my name is Ace Attorney Investigations. Today we're going to be playing Markiplier. Now I did hear a little bit about this game online. I heard that the attorneys kiss each other. You get a good warm pizza. I'm probably just going to make something later after stream, something small. No, I shouldn't order a pizza right now. Also, the roads are terrible. Dude, we had crazy raining. My jacket is still drying off, and I pointed a little tiny heater at it. Like, I pointed a little heater at my jacket to try and dry it off. That was 3 hours ago, and it's still a little wet. Haha, it's still a little wet from the rain, chat, and not from haha a little bit of pee, chat. Hold on, I have to open it. Hold on, chat. Now, hold on, chat. The joke's gonna be so much funnier when I actually get the reference pulled up. There we go. Hold on. It's the image I had before. Ladies, is it a turn off when a guy has a little bit of pee on his underwear? Not a lot, like a nickel-sized amount from when he peed sitting down in the bar bathroom. Then when he stood up and pulled up his pants, a little more came out. There was truly nothing he could do. It wasn't his fault. The need to justify it with it wasn't his fault destroys me. God. I'm laughing too hard at it. Oh my god, what the hell? Whoa! Whoa! Hold on. Whoa! Chat, is the game really big? Why is everything big right now? Hold on. What the hell? Why does scale to window? Oh my god, I didn't know that pressing the end key on your keyboard by accident fucks up your OBS display and like scales it wrong. What the heck? I learned a new button in OBS today. Anyway, I keep trying to hit the delete key and it's not working, so I'm just gonna, there we go. The image about a little bit of pee refused to go away. Also, hi Viri. Hello, Ibrinyan. How are you fine? Thank you. I wish I were, but you got a lot of nerve. You let the guy run loose, hoping to hide from the fact that they bred this menace themselves. That chat. That's the turnabout male pregnancy that I was talking about in the notification. The staff cling desperately to their story. Look, we're really not breeding. Shut up! I didn't know this line was in the game. Shut up. Look, we're really not breeding anything. This is a movie set. Says the gal who told me she done seen Gordy with her own dang eyes. I sure saw something, but that doesn't mean we're keeping monsters here. All right, break it up. Oh, what's up? Yo, the fucking gang. Oh my god. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. And Sean. Y'all are on the trail of this here monster infestation too, huh? No, we're on the trail of a criminal. Lang Zi says, the darkness of a criminal's heart can sometimes be compared to a monster. That is to say, a killer is no different than a monster, really. Agent Lang, this is highly irregular, sir. What, huh? What? We can't allow members of the public onto the crowd. What the heck, dude? These people are important witnesses. I need them to be here. Oh, he got rid of his 100-man police officer army, and now he's got a squad of, like, real friends, which is sad because his 100-man officer army, he actually was, like, a good leader to them. Like, it's not like, oh, ahaha, quality versus quantity with friends. Like, he actually knew all of their birthdays and everything. Literally, there's a scene where Lang is like, by the way, happy birthday, sir. And he's like, oh, it's not my birthday. And he goes, no, it's your grandnephew's sister's brother's birthday. And he's like, how did you remembered? Like, no, legitimately, Lang is such a, like, actually the homie. Well, Agent Lang, here we are. Where do you intend to begin? Let's start by summing up the facts. President dead, holy shit. We are really cool about that. President Wang's body was discovered here this morning. He hadn't been seen since the night before last. Yes, he slipped off without his bodyguards noticing, if I remember correctly. We all were just super cool about the president being missing for 24 hours. So he was missing for over a day. And the last person to see him alive was you, Judge Gavel, on the roof of the big building. His fucking milk is sweating? What? Oh my god, even the milk is like, oh. Why did the two of you arrange to meet? I'm sorry, but I can't say. Gavel! Come on, man! We just saved your kid from being kidnapped. Just say. Not even to defend yourself from an accusation of murder. Melodica Edgeworth, that's true. Hi.
Why can't you just tell us?
Please, Gavel, we're trying to help you.
Not me, I'm not trying to help at all. Fuck that. No, she can't say because she'll only incriminate herself. I knew you had something to do with the president's murder, and I'm gonna prove it.
Objection!
You said yourself the body was only found this morning. How do you expect to explain that the time that passed between Gavel's meeting and the president and then?
That's exactly what I'm hoping we're about to find out. I'm particularly interested in what happened last night.
Last Friday night, dapple-doop-doops.
So why don't you tell me exactly how it all went down, Sean Finn?
Me?
We know you were here on set last night.
You were, Sean?
Dog, watch your child. You let your unsupervised 13-year-old was just wandering around. You are a bad mother, dude. What? You didn't hire anybody? You didn't even leave him at home? You just let him run? Oh my God. We have testimony from the woman over there, and the forensics evidence of the footprints proves it.
You came back to run your lines, right?
What, you were spying on me?
I'm sorry, I was just making sure you were okay. It was late, I was worried about you. How many times do I have to tell you I don't need you to worry about me?
Whoa, what the hell? Oh my God, wow, he has so much milk on him. Why does he have so much? I mean, I know why, it's his thing, but oh my God. Sean, that's no way to talk to an adult. She was trying to look out for you. Apologize this instant.
Sorry.
I told you before, I won't have you speaking to people that way. Wow, this is a whole new Judge Gavel. It seems she's just as strict with her son as it is with those who break the law. Gavel is 26 and Sean is 13. Yeah, he's adopted, he better be. He really better be, is all I'm gonna say. Are you listening to me? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You must. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. And I want you to remember that, all right?
Gavel, you did not say a single word. You just started going ba 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 at him.
Oh, yeah, of course. Forgive me. I don't think I've ever seen her so passionate about anything but going ba 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 ba. I guess Gavel, the mother, will take a little getting used to. Are you to understand that you're accusing Sean of being involved somehow, Agent Lang?
I just want the truth. I need to know why the president was killed. And by who. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna find out.
I guess it makes sense for him to be so determined. The president was practically family to him. All right, Sean, perhaps you could tell us what happened last Friday night.
Fine by me, I got nothing to hide.
You have something to hide.
I had a bad day yesterday, messed up a couple takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today, so I thought I'd put some extra practice, and that's what I did. It's that simple. It's not like I haven't done it before. Nothing happened.
You've been rehearsing late at night again. But when I called you yesterday evening, Sean, you said you were at the hotel. You called him around what time? It must have been 11 p.m. or thereabouts. It's one of our rules. When Sean stays away from home, we have to speak every night. Yeah, well, I wasn't at the hotel. I was here on set. Impossible, because you lied to me? Wait, no, because in our video footage, the footsteps already there. Oh my God. I'm trying to notice if anything else small has changed between these two, but I really don't think there is. Wait, is there gonna be oh, they stored the body in the little suit over there on the left, didn't they? That's why it's unzipped. The little propped up suit had a dead body stored in it for one night. That's definitely what it is. He's a ghost. You lied to me.
Sorry.
Ooh, now she's mad. I think it's kind of amazing how hard he wants to work on his acting, though. Nonetheless, a parent can't help but worry. Her child alone late at night, anything could happen to him. And indeed it did. He got himself entangled in this case. But he said nothing happened, right? He did, although I can't help but wonder if he's telling the truth. Okay, wise guy, explain.
I had a bad day, messed up a couple takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today.
There's a filming permit in the background. Filming dates are just X's, so that doesn't give me any info.
I thought I'd put in some extra practice. That's what I did. It's that simple.
Sean, about what you just said, how many times have I made you promise if you're gonna rehearse on your own, you have to tell me?
I don't know.
Well, that little outburst rather stole my thunder. Let me ask you again about what you just...
I think it's pretty cool, Sean.
More interruptions.
It's a little, it's all the hours of practice that make you the best you can, little by little, with the base. I'm the same. I went from a small-time thief to an average thief, and before I knew it, greatness beckoned. But now I finally made it. I'm not about to stop doing my best, and neither should you.
Okay, that was really based, but I'm trying to fucking talk here. Now, Sean, do you often rehearse alone? I got a question in without being interrupted.
It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine, nothing happened.
If you haven't done it before, why did you have to steal the equipment? Doesn't that imply that you've never done it before, because you would have had to steal it again?
Hold it!
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean? Of course I'm sure. It was just a regular evening. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Huh? A regular evening? How can you say that? He's just a child. You mustn't be too hard on him. Nothing happened. Really? Nothing ever happens. Come on, you sound like that little meme of the Wojak chud, Sean. Come on, get it together. Nothing to do with this case anyway, at least. That's what it sounds like when he wants us to believe. But wait, don't we have some evidence related to last night? We do. Oh my god. Scheduled to shoot the same scene again. I thought I'd get some extra practice. It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine. Nothing happened. Nothing except the freaking giant footstep in the background. What the heck? Nothing happened. I'm sorry, but you're fucking lying. This proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Wait, how did you?
That's right, your rehearsal tape. And I'm gonna leak it like those K-pop rehearsal tapes that leaked a little bit ago in a giant Discord because some guy got really mad that he couldn't date one of the K-pop stars or something, and he got like fired over it. And he was like, by the way, I'm gonna unveil that she has a secret boyfriend, and like, why should anybody fucking care? That's like her business, but like apparently that was like major news and they leaked several petabytes of data for some fucking reason. What the hell was that about? What the hell was that about? And like, those like practice tapes are really private moments. Like, sure, it's being recorded, but you'd never expect that anybody would see it. Like, you could like freaking pick your nose on that and just assume that no one would see it. Leaking that is really cringe. Anyway,
What the hell? I didn't hear about the K-pop leak.
yeah, well, we did, and if you want to watch it, you'll see that it was no ordinary evening.
There's a footprint there already.
There is, and I'm sure, and I'm not sure that's an everyday sight, even on a film set. Sean, why would you keep this from me?
No reason.
Liar. That stuff might work on your mommy, kid, but it's not gonna work on me. Why did you hide the tape?
Sean, you have to tell us.
You?
Look, I just didn't want anybody to see me rehearsing, okay? I don't like it.
Ooh, new song? Sean theme song? God forbid a woman from living her best life. And not even just anybody, god damn it. Anybody with a public presence. God damn. Sean, you're so cool. Or no, this is like Lang's new theme song, because it's the motif of Lang's theme song, but like remixed. So you were embarrassed? Is that it?
Yeah, what's so weird about that?
That's why you didn't hand over vital evidence?
Sean, how could you?
Go! Yeah, okay, give me a break. You don't know about it. You know about it now, don't you? Sure, the footprint was there, but I just ran my lines and went home. That was it. What are you what the hell? What? And nothing about the giant monster footprint struck out to you as weird? It's a giant monster footprint! Well, the set of a giant monster movie. It's not like there isn't all kinds of other weird stuff around here. I don't buy it for a second, Chief. There's something hinky about this kid, and I'm standing right here. The Dang, Skippy there is. He's hiding a scoop under them horns, or my name isn't Lotta Hart. Shut up, both of you. I'm done talking.
No, you're not, asshole.
What?
The footprint isn't the only strange thing about last night. What other unusual occurrence occurred? I mean, the fucking president died and the movie set locks got cut. Probably the movie set locks, right? Or maybe the Torosaurus head fell. The model of Torosaurus's head fell from the roof of that trailer last night. Same voice kills me. Which voice? Which voice is the same voice? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Lotta and Tabby? No, Tabby is slightly higher. That's the only difference. Did you expect us to believe you knew nothing about that? And keep in mind, Tabby did originally have a voice of like, hello or whatever. I forget what her voice was. I like gave her like a fucked up voice that hurt my voice in the first case, and then I forgot it 4 cases in. Did you expect us to believe that you knew nothing about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so?
I told you, I ran my lines, I went home, that was it. What do I know about some stupid fallen head? Are you saying you can prove I know something?
Sadly not. It's entirely possible that the head fell after Sean left.
No proof, huh? If the glove don't fit, you can't acquit. They got OJ on that shit, man.
Why does he know about fucking OJ Simpson? In this universe, he'd probably be named like PB and J or something like PB and J, but like a football version. Like he'd be like a football player named PB and J instead of OJ Simpson, you know? And like that's probably what they do in Ace Attorney. Anyway, what's he hiding again?
Hold it right there.
What? What is it, Agent Lang?
Sorry, I was just thinking about OJ Simpson. Thanks, Mr. Prosecutor. Anyway, that footage of yours backs up my theory nicely.
What? There was something else on that tape?
Yeah, look closely. See the costume in the top left?
Yeah, it was unzipped. Yeah, the Torosaurus suit.
Something's different, do you see it?
I'm not sure. He's just kind of hanging out, looking a little saggy. Oh, and the zipper on his back is done up tight. The zipper? Huh? That's...
Yeah, I guess you all see it now, right? On the tape, the zipper is wide open.
Why?
Because somebody's inside the suit, that's why.
What?! Mr. Powers, the zipper, what can you tell us about it? Oh, we always close it up tight when the suit isn't in use.
That's right, Mr. Prosecutor. And you do remember something else I said not long ago. Let me refresh your memory.
What if your friend Gavelle pushed the president off the big building and stored the body somewhere? What the fuck? Where would they even do that? You're saying the body could have been hidden in the Torosaurus suit?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Isn't that right, Gavelle? You pushed the president off the roof, just like I said, then hid his body in that costume.
I most certainly did not. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Protest all you like. I'm not going to believe you. La 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 la.
I thought we already proved that that would have been impossible. The movie set was locked at the time. There's no way Gavelle could have been able to get in here.
What if she like parachuted in from the top of the building or whatever?
What?
Or maybe she had an accomplice. I've got a little theory for you, a game theory, thanks for watching. I think you're going to like it. What if Sean was waiting down here when Gavelle pushed the president off the roof? If the two of them were working together, the problem of the lock goes away.
Then why would they cut it? To make it look like someone else did it? And the Boardwalk lady voice for Desiree? Yeah, Desiree Delight.
Yeah, she was somewhere around here. My dear sweet Ronnie. I love Ron Delight. He's my lovely husband. Even if stealing is wrong, I'm glad that he steals from me.
That's where that voice is kind of set up for.
Then they work to hide the body together too, by dragging it over the Torosaurus suit and stuffing it inside.
You think the murder was really that carefully planned?
Dog, it's the fucking president.
I didn't even read that line, but I know that's what it said. It was the assassination of a world leader. Yep.
It could only have been carefully planned.
To suggest that Sean could have been involved in this, it's unthinkable.
Are you saying that you totally could have? You're my prime suspect. What makes you think I'm gonna listen to what a word you'd say?
But what about motive? What would her reason for killing the President of the United States of America?
Who knows, but we'll find out soon enough. She was the last one to meet with him, and she won't tell us why. Pretty darned suspicious, even you have to agree on that.
Judge Gavelle, I don't suppose I can convince you to share any more details. It would literally clear your name. It would literally fucking clear your name. My apologies, but that is one thing I cannot do. However, rest assured, should that ever change, you will be the first to know. So please, you
have to believe me? Yeah, murderers have a habit of saying that. But what about you, kid? Any weak excuses to offer? If so, now's the time to get them off your chest.
I got nothing to say to you, asshole. I'm innocent.
Wow, just such language for a 13-year-old. Both as tight-lipped as each other. But let me guess, you're still gonna try and stick up for him.
It's true, Judge Gavelle's actions certainly make her seem sussy among us. Also, hello, Ghostco. Hi. It's true, Gavelle is sussy among us, but nothing she has told us amounts to a motive for murder, or even the suggestion of one.
No, and like I said, I'm leaving motive aside for now. For the moment, I'm focusing on means and opportunity.
This is how I enter? You know what? I've used that fish in my Binky Fish 2 video that I have as my pinned tweet. I've seen that video of the big fish eat from the spoon. I snuck it into my Binky Fish 2 video. My unofficial sequel to the Binky Fish video that I love so much. It's a good video. I like Binky Fish. For the moment, I'm focusing on means and opportunity. And for my money, you two had been working together to get this shit done. Mother and child murderers.
What if Sean was waiting down here when Gavelle pushed him off the roof? If the two of them were working together, the problem of the lock goes away. Then why fucking cut the lock?
Goes away how?
I thought you might try this, but you and I know exactly how. Let me make it nice and simple. First, she pushes the president.
Pushes? Okay.
Then the kid opens the combination lock because he knows the code.
Yep, kid opens the code. Knows lock, gotcha. Okay, the other way around.
And that's it. It's that simple. No more lock to worry about. And no more objections about her not being able to get in because she didn't know the code.
That would explain away the problem of the lock. It's true. Thank you for your clear and incisive explanation, Agent Lang. Please continue.
I will, and hopefully the next part she'll shut you up for good. They worked to hide the body together too.
Well, I mean, he would have had to let her in. But if the two were working together, why would they need to hide the body for a full day?
Well, look at the situation right in front of you. Thanks to that little ruse, we start puzzling over what they were up to even now. But if you let me speak, instead of pressing and interrupting me, I can clear up this whole mess once and for all. Ready? Good. By dragging it over to the Torosaurus and stuffing it inside.
Hold it!
The video footage doesn't show show the inside of the suit. Yeah, and didn't they leave the video footage running for like a full day? Wouldn't it be really obvious if that had occurred? Wouldn't it be freaking blatant? You can't say for certain that there was a body in there at that time, couldn't you?
Maybe not. But we can take a look right now. Let's open it and see what's inside.
Do you mind if we examine the suit, Mr. Powers? Oh, not at all. It might be a little... What? Might be a little ripe, though. It's pretty sweaty in there. That's disgusting. Thank you, Mr. Powers. It's filthy. Oh my god. It's got the things that were on the gloves in there. Yeah, that's fucking weird. I always clean it out pretty good. If you don't, it can get kind of moldy.
In other words, what we're looking for is proof that somebody other than you used the costume. The dirt in there must have come from the body.
Well, I mean, it's not like we have gloves with bio-ID'd dirt on them that from the previous trial that we just got out of. Oh, wait a second. Probably would have gotten pretty dirty.
Exactly. Well, everyone happy?
The inside of the suit is covered with dirt. It must have been from when the body was hidden there. We have freaking gloves.
Objection!
Would you mind taking a look at this? Why does that not count? Why? I have forensics investigated gloves that have special dirt on it. The inside of the suit is covered with dirt. It must have been from when the body was hidden there. No, look, it's gloves with the same glass and dirt on them that were in the body. What? What? I mean, the tape also went going for a really long time. Why he got a little yellow pee-pee stuck to his dead body though? Why that? Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Elaborate further. If the dirt is from when the body was hidden inside the suit, we're assuming it came directly from the body, correct?
What are you even talking about? Of course we are. How else would it have come from there?
It really is pretty filthy in there, huh? The dirt got everywhere. Especially around the part where the chest would have been. The chest? I think I might have an important clue. The chest. Well, I mean, he's got a little pee-pee. But that's not really a gotcha moment. Edgeworth, what? So our assumption is that the inside of the suit is dirty because the dirt came from the body. Would it be safe to say that's the case?
Why, is there a problem?
The part of it in front of the opening is particularly dirty. Yeah, it really is. But look at the victim. The area of his body that would have been in contact with that part of the suit isn't dirty at all. If the victim had been crammed in there, as you suggest, his chest would be covered in dirt.
Gah, fine. So what's your explanation? How did that dirt get inside there?
Based on the videotape, there might well be somebody in the suit at that time. So who was it if it wasn't the president? Come on, Kay, where was it? Think, think, think. I've seen dirt like this somewhere. Could be anywhere. And the little gray bits, and it could have been anywhere. Surely not the thing that I called out.
Take that!
As Kay pointed out, the dirt in the suit contains small flecks of something gray.
And, so?
We discovered similar flecks stuck to an item belonging to somebody we recently had dealings with. The item in question is being these gloves.
You're right. But the dirt looks similar, but so what? What are you saying this stuff is? What exactly are these gray flecks of yours?
I believe the gray flecks are... concrete. Surely they are flecks of concrete. Oh, like all the little broken up bits around the footprints, you mean? Exactly. Cement.
Cement. That's concrete, baby.
I feel like this meme is so much more popular than it actually is. Every time I go to reference this meme, people are like, what? I don't know that one. And it's not even got that many views anywhere or anything. I'm like, what the hell? I love this post. And it's just, what? I don't even remember how I first saw it, but I love his little smile. And why is he in a suit? Das concrete baby. And who did these gloves belong to? Chairman Winner! We found him in his garage. That's right, we visited the garage at his home earlier today and found a pair of mechanic's gloves covered in dirt. And if I recall correctly, a sledgehammer and shovel too. Why would a pair of mechanic's gloves be covered in dirt? I'll tell you why, because somebody wore them while they used that hammer and shovel. They smashed through the concrete, that's cement, that's concrete, baby, to the dirt below, staining the gloves with both substances. Wait, so you're saying... Yeah, then we finally know what these footprints really are. It seems highly likely they were dug, by Chairman Winner.
Highly likely? If that's so, then tell me this. Why the heck did he make them? What the fuck?
Why indeed, it must have been... burying something. I think he must have been burying something. Oh, I smell treasure. So what is it? What'd he bury? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's dig it up and see.
You think the cops didn't already check? There was nothing buried under any of these footprints.
Oh, okay, he was digging up the body. I imagine Vince unfolded something like this. There was something on this lot that he needed to unearth. In order to do so, he cut the chain on the side of the entrance and gained access from there. He then used a sledgehammer and shovel to dig 3 footprints. As if that makes it any less conspicuous, what? Yes. Is that supposed to be in? Oh, I need to bury something. Let me just create a giant fake footprint. People will think it's real for some reason. When he found what he was looking for, he bagged it up and filled all the holes. Ah, but then Sean showed up, right? I think he did, yes. Chairman Winner would have had to find a hiding place, and the Torosaurus suit proved just that.
You got all that from a pair of dirty gloves, huh? That's good, but it's all just speculation. We don't have any proof that he was inside the suit. Other than, you know, the fucking dirt matching, like that's literally proof, but he could have dug those holes and gotten out before the kid even showed up.
But he didn't, and there's proof of that right here in the footage. It shows that Chairman Winner was still present when the recording was made.
What?
It's a shame that Agent Lang didn't notice it himself. But if we compare the situation as we see it now, to the situation as it appears on Sean's rehearsal tape, and compare that with what we saw in Chairman Winner's garage, it soon becomes clear. What part of this image shows us that Chairman Winner was still here? The footprint? Because he hadn't dug up the footprint yet?
Take that!
This right here proves he was still present. I don't get it. Explain.
I can't.
What, just the fact that it was unzipped? Because he didn't have anybody to zip it up? I mean, literally just the zipper again? It's not his little bag, right? Was that his bag?
Take that!
This right here proves that he was still present. What? I don't get it. Yeah, oops. I can prove it. I can fucking do it. The light was on. His bag.
Take that!
Really? Look at the bag next to the Torosaurus suit. We saw the same bag in Chairman Winner's garage. See, I wanted to look to see if that was true, but I couldn't flash back to the image. The same bag, the same dirt on the gloves. This has to indicate a correlation, surely. I think that pretty much seals it. It was Excelsius Winner in the suit. And if he was in there, the president's body can't have been. Aye! Good, it seems that I've convinced Agent Lang of the flaws in his theory.
Somebody get to Chairman Winner's house right away. We need to know what's in that bag.
Yes, sir.
Y'all done lost your minds. I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Is this Hogswell?
This is all we need.
Them's right there's Torosaurus footprints, dang it. Ain't no holes dug by no old man.
I think we've demonstrated they are adequately that is exactly what they are.
Don't matter none what you just did. I don't believe it. That's that. I done told y'all. I seen that big bad bull with my own 2 eyes. A giant eye.
The giant eye peering in the window. I thought we'd gotten past that nonsense.
We ain't about to let that one go. What kind of journalists would we be if we did, huh?
The responsible ones, but I guess that's the whole problem.
Wait, ain't like it was just the footprints know how. You were seen fraternizing with one of them there monsters, ain't that correct, young man? By the young lady there, if I'm not very much mistaken.
We're never going to get anywhere with these two around. Maybe if we could prove that it wasn't a monster either, they might finally drop it. What do you think? Prove it wasn't a monster? Fine. There's so much else for it. Let's see what we can do.
What are you whispering about? Y'all hiding something, ain't you? Admit it! Quick, Tabby, roll tape!
Could I politely ask you to both calm down? The monster that boy was seen talking to, we know exactly what it was.
Huh?
That's right. Oh god, you're turning me southern. God dang it. with a little fake British accent and some Southern to it, I'd turn into a ranch prospector, one of them Southern gentleman types. That's right. Sean's rehearsal tape finally cleared up that particular mystery. It did? The point at which Miss Nichols thought she saw Sean and Gordy would have been right when he was making his rehearsal tape. I think she mistook a certain object for the legendary creature of Gourd Lake. Your so-called monster is right here in this picture. That ain't Gordy, that's just a dumb snapshot. I'm talking about the fucking camera, dog. It was covered with a white cloth. Man handles clarinet. Yo, Squidward, that's real? That's right, Squinty. It was a camera crane. That's what Miss Nichols saw, not Gordy. What? Sean's rehearsal tape was shot from a notably elevated viewpoint. A viewpoint that would have only been possible if the camera in question was attached to a crane.
Bull! How the heck would she make a mistake like that now, huh?
Dog, your boss is the stupidest motherfucker. Miss Nichols? Oh, no, I see.
Yes?
You told us that you think you might need new glasses, didn't you?
Yeah, my eyesight got way worse all of a sudden. I was staring into the sun for fun. Really burned.
And I imagine when you thought you saw Gordy, it was something heavily shrouded in darkness.
That's right, I only really saw a silhouette. But you done told us! Skin like an enormous worm! You said, y'all about to try and tell us your precious crane grew up and walked some skin or something? Ain't no flesh on that dang metal bones, let alone skin.
You're entirely correct, of course, about the crane and why it would... Can we skip this? This is really obvious. But it did have skin of a sort last night.
I knew you were a scoop hater, but this is plumb crazy. You want Tabby and me to starve.
And now I'm gonna starve. That wasn't my intent at all. But I do think it's time I finally put both of them out of their misery. Gordy's skin is right here in front of us. It's the fucking tarp, dog. It wasn't skin, it's just a tarp. She told us all about it last night. It never rained, but whatever. But I think Sean may have covered the crane with rainproof sheeting nonetheless. And that, my intrepid young reporters, is what Miss Nichols mistook for Gordy's skin. What? Oh my god, her bear trap went off. I've not seen that before. That's a good animation.
Oh, heck.
Well, Sean, am I mistaken?
You see everything, don't you? Gotta say, you're pretty amazing.
Dog, that was like the most obvious part of this entire case. I'm sorry, but like, there's no such thing as this monster. It was simply a trick of the light.
And just like that, the dream dies again. Chief!
I think that may have finally shut them up.
I thought the kid was holding out on us, but it seems I could have been maybe a little wrong, maybe.
All right, we
grabs Edgeworth by his ruffles and spins him around.
Don't do that. That would hurt him. That would make it. That would choke his little neck. He'd go, ow! He'd go, ow, ow, ow! Also, hi, my belly. All right, wrong voice.
We know that the so-called monster, what it was. Everybody happy.
Everybody except these two. Hey, they're gonna go hungry. Agent Lang kills Edgeworth. Oh my god. The president's autopsy report is out, sir.
It is. Let me see it. Oh my god, he was pee-peed on? Death was due to full-body concussions and bone breakages caused by extreme pressure from above. So we may have...
M-A-K-E-S-O-U-T with Edgeworth.
Make shout with Edgeworth. He was crushed.
Crushed?
Just as I thought, he was crushed by the freaking falling head.
Test results still haven't come back about the yellow substance we found. But they did find gunshot residue on his right hand.
Gum shop residue? Guess he was a kid at heart, huh? Gunshot residue, K. It's a substance left behind when a firearm is discharged. Its presence indicates that the president may have used a gun. Really? But we didn't find a gun anywhere, did we? Indeed not, which makes the residue something of a riddle. But it does clear Gavel, because like if she killed him, she pushed him off a building, and clearly not. What is falling from a 51 floor building and landing on your chest, but being crushed by the entire earth? Which makes this residue a riddle. Well, Agent Lang, that clears up at least one thing. The president didn't die from a fall, which means he wasn't pushed from the big building. He was crushed by the falling Torosaurus head, just as we said he was.
Guess I have to accept that now. Fine, you were right.
Amazing! So does that mean that Judge Gavelle isn't a suspect anymore? Surely it must, because both the cause of and time of death rule her out. She met with the president the night before last, but the autopsy report puts the time of death around 11 p.m. last night. And we all know that the Torosaurus head fell around then too, so facts line up perfectly. And facts don't care about your feelings. By the way, I'm really into Ben Shapiro now, okay? You should watch, like, Andrew Tate, Hustler University. Whew, what a relief.
Sorry, might be a little too soon to celebrate.
What?
Sure, I think we can accept that the falling head killed the president. But that begs the question of what could have caused it to fall?
Or who? We know what happened late last night, so we have to think about who was here at that time. What are you getting at exactly? You can't mean...
I'm afraid I do. You did it, didn't you, Sean? The kid's hiding something. He was right here last night, right where the body was found. He saw the footprints, and yet he wants us to believe he knows nothing about what happened. It's a big ask, surely.
Objection!
We haven't established if the footprints had anything to do with the murder. So even if he did see them, that doesn't mean he was insolved.
Maybe not, but his face tells me different. As does the fact that he's shaking like a leaf.
It does seem like Agent Lang might be onto something, but I don't think Sean's going to talk.
Fine, keep your mouth shut, kid. I have a better idea. Why don't we let your tape do the talking?
What exactly are you planning, Agent Lang?
The police have some pretty sophisticated image analysis tools these days.
Would you be willing to go to such extreme lengths to see my son convicted? It's not ideal, but if the boy won't talk, we don't have any other way of getting the truth. Yeah, I mean, like, what's the problem with that? Like, if your kid did it, you shouldn't care, right? Detective Gumshoe, you have access to exactly such a device, do you not?
I sure do, Little V.
I sure do. Little V. Oh wow, the TV mechanic from, oh my god, from Rise from the Ashes is coming back? Or no, that was 2 cases ago. Oh my god, that was 2 cases ago? With the Rocky ripoff character? That was only 2 cases ago. Wow. Wow, that's just kind of crazy. That does not feel like 2 cases ago.
Good, then this should make it nice and quick.
Mr. Edgeworth, may I request it be you who carries out an analysis in question? Why me? I fear Agent Lang might be inclined to believe the worst. Image analysis isn't my specialty, but all right. Are these new clues to be discovered somewhere in these image data, I wonder? This is not a... I mean, what? Why? God, you can't do that, game. You can't. Oh, he was here the whole time. Oh, I see. I should have simply fucking known. I simply should have fucking. Oh, there he is. You can literally see the stairs behind his arm, and they just load the JPEG in. Sure, game. Sure. What the? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Let me see. Oh! Oh!
What is it? What's the matter? Show me.
Mr. Edgeworth, the court asks you share your findings. Zoom in on the top right part of this image and look closely.
There's a person there. It's the president!
Oh my.
What? You're kidding, right?
Well, I'd say that's pretty decisive, wouldn't you?
This doesn't look good for Sean at all.
Wait, this doesn't prove anything. I didn't know he was there.
I don't believe you. And this image does, in fact, prove something very important. That you and the president were here at the scene of the crime together. Admit it, kid. You murdered President Wang.
No, that's ridiculous. Why? And Sean, you can't have, can you? What do we do, Edgeworth? It's pretty hard to push back against footage like this.
Surely you can't deny this looks pretty bad for the kid, Mr. Prospector. He claimed he knew nothing about what happened, but the president is right here with him.
Sean, what are you not telling us? We have to know.
He's right, Sean. Be honest, it's the only way.
Truth is,
The truth is, it was all my fault. Sean, what? It was my fault the Torosaurus head fell off the trailer.
By the way, I guess it was daytime the whole time. We were just looking at a nighttime scene. I was like, what? By the way, time of day just changed. What happened while I was rehearsing?
I went up on the roof of the trailer to prep the kit while I was using. And I turned on the heater while I was up there. I must have left it burning when I came down to run my lines. Then my mom called and I left the set to go talk to her. When I came back to the call, Torosaurus head had fallen from the roof and the president was just lying there next to it.
No. We did find evidence of a fire having broken out up on the roof.
It was just a teeny one, so I put it out myself.
So you're saying that the president died because of Sean? No, Sean was gaslit. Sean was turbo gaslit. Why is the milk carton sweating too? Because it's sweaty milk. That's the creeper milk. It doesn't want to be discovered. So we're saying the Sean died because of... the president died because of Sean?
If he did, that would make the whole thing just an accident.
What did you do? You motherfucker, you killed the president by accident? You Mr. Magoo, the fucking president? What did you do with the head after you found it on the ground?
Took it apart, carried up the pieces on the roof, and put it back together.
You're saying you put out a fire and moved the head back to where it fell from. In other words, you cover your tracks. You're a real piece of work, kid.
It's not like I did any of this on purpose. I really did just forget to turn the heater off.
Yes, and when the fire burned through the legs, the table would have collapsed and the head would have fallen down on the ground below.
You're right, the fire caused the head to fall.
Indeed, but we did establish that flammable paint thinner was spread on certain legs of the clearly it was sabotage. Indeed, I also happen to have an idea about how the fire may have started. Those cans of paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. Not a great place to keep it.
And you swear it was an accident. Seems a little convenient. What was the president even doing here in the first place?
How the heck am I supposed to know? I didn't see anybody swear.
Didn't you literally just establish that the president was a huge fan, which is why he was invited?
I still don't believe you. Why would President Wang come to a place like this in the middle of the night?
His reasons for coming here sure are a mystery, yeah, it's true. He met Gavel up on the roof 2 nights ago. He was also here on the movie set last night, but did he come to meet Sean? I think we need to go over the boy's statement very carefully indeed. Sean, you killed the president! Why couldn't you got Elon? I went up on the roof of the trailer and the kit I was using, and I turned on the heater while I was there. I must have left it burning when I came back down to run my lines. Then my mom called and I left set to go talk to her. Couldn't stuff happen while you were gone, kid? It was the middle of the night and the set was deserted. Why did you need to leave in order to talk to your mother?
Forgot I was supposed to talk to her. I got confused, I guess. Thought if I didn't leave, she'd find out I was out of the hotel on the night on my own.
That doesn't make sense. You know that, don't you?
Fine. Look, the camera was rolling and the mics were all live, okay? I didn't want our conversations on that tape where anybody could hear about it.
He was embarrassed being recorded, being on his phone with his mother.
So I ditched the rehearsal and ran off as quick as I could.
Couldn't we just ask Gavel if she actually called?
My mom called and I left to go talk to her. When I came back after that call, Torosaurus head had fallen from the roof and the president was just laying there next to it.
Hold it!
Did you notice anything unusual about the body?
I don't know, it was dark.
He suddenly seems more, reticent than usual.
I don't think he wants to go back over that memory any more than he has to, Edgeworth.
I'm sure he doesn't, but was it really all like this? Push, push, push! It was dark, but you knew there was a body nonetheless. He's hiding something, I better find out what. Most people would cry out for help if they saw somebody lying on the ground, and yet you didn't.
Yeah, cause, what's the point? He was dead!
So you said, but what I'm interested in is how you were able to be so sure. Why were you certain that he was dead?
He was lying on the ground and that huge head was right next to him. Didn't take much to figure out what must have happened.
You couldn't have guessed the impact would have killed him. How did you really know? I'll tell you because you checked.
Fine, I checked, okay? I was scared, but yeah, I went up to the body and looked and he wasn't breathing.
So I was right. But why would he hide that fact? There must be a reason. Could you tell me how the body looked at that point?
I could tell he was dead at first. There was no blood or anything. It was hard to be sure. Nothing on his clothes either. Completely clean. Definitely not related to the fact that he had a little pee-pee on his chest. Just like a quarter-sized dollop of pee-pee on his chest. But it wasn't his fault. He couldn't have done anything about that when he...
Thank you. I'd like to add your statement to your testimony. What? Fine. We'll pull up the image a third time for those who didn't see it earlier. We'll pull up the very important context image a third time. Ladies, is it a turnoff if a guy has a little bit of pee when he pulls up on his underwear? Like, not a lot, like a nickel-sized amount of pee-pee from when he was sitting down at the bar and he pulled up and he stood up and at that point he had a little pee-pee on his pants, a little more came out. Truly, there was nothing he could do. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. Anyway, the president has a little bit of pee-pee on his chest. Thank you. I'd like to ask you to add that to your statement.
I didn't know he was there and he had nothing on his clothes.
Not even a little bit of pee-pee on his clothes?
Objection!
Checkmate, kid. Nothing on his clothes? Nothing at all?
Yeah, nothing. Why? Is there a problem with that?
Oh wait, it's the pee-pee is gonna be motor oil from when he was moved into the thing by Excelsior, isn't it? There's something you're clearly hoping that we've forgotten.
What is that you talking about? Is that true?
Unluckily for you, we remember it rather well. I'm talking, of course, about the yellow speckles on the president's chest.
Good.
You've studiously avoided mentioning them throughout your testimony, an absence I find suspicious among us to say the least. The president is not. What? That emoji is really hot. The president is not. Well, he did get killed. The table caught on fire, so I mean, that was probably pretty hot. I hope for your sake that you have a satisfactory explanation.
Overruled.
Yeah, what's up? Judge Gavel?
Allow me to explain.
But...
The yellow residue on the president's chest? I imagine it was from a bouquet of flowers. Lion lilies, to be precise.
Lion lilies.
2 nights ago, when I met the president on the roof of the big building, I presented him with a bouquet. They're a type of lily with large yellow petals. I imagine that is the substance on President Wang's chest, and it was pollen from those flowers.
Huh? But...
They're not there in the printout from the security camera. Is she holding them behind his big burly arm? Is that dead ass? It's only because the president's in the way.
But why give him flowers?
That is not something I am at liberty to divulge.
Is he Sean, is he your fucking dad? Is he your fucking dad? Oh no, an affair with the fucking president?
Not so fast.
What? More secrets, are you serious? First you could, wait, 58. No, 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 no. Gavel is 26, Sean is 13, and Di Junvang is 58. Please. Please, no. Please, no. I don't like any of these characters. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't like it. Stop it. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe it. Jason Momoa from the Minecraft movie is dead, by the way. Look, it's a perfect match. Ignore what's going on in the image. Ignore, ladies, ignore that. But look, it's literally him for real, for real. Look, it's 1-to-1. It's 1-1. He died. He was filming for the Minecraft movie. You come back from ads to this. All I'm saying is that, look. It's literally him. It's literally him.
Man sandwich!
And Jack Black is sucking him off. Now, let's not worry about this image being called slop.jpg on my PC's desktop and how I've had it there since I watched the Minecraft movie. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about any of that, actually. My sincerest apologies, but all I can tell you is I gave him the bouquet.
Objection!
A bouquet that was nowhere near the body when it was discovered. Explain. I cannot.
Seriously, Your Honor? Some things you won't explain, the rest you can't. Come on, you gotta give us something here. You can literally excuse yourself from committing murder here. You wouldn't let this fly in the courtroom. What makes you think we'll accept it?
Hey, you leave her alone.
Sean,
I threw the flowers away, okay?
you did. So they were there when you first found the body?
Yeah, they were right there on his chest. They were squashed completely flat.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. They would have gotten crushed along with the president. And the pollen would have been smeared across his jacket front. But no, that means that shouldn't the head have a pollen on it? That does explain it rather neatly, but why remove the bouquet and dispose of it? No reason. He's almost as evasive as his mother. More secrets. They're quite a pair. This stream sometimes, man. What did I do, Hoff? What? What? You talk about a man getting sloppy in the Minecraft movie one time, and suddenly the stream's weird. What? What? Explain. I don't freaking get it, man. I don't freaking get it. I don't see it. There's no secret. I know exactly why Sean disposed of the bouquet. Huh? You saw me leave the house with it, didn't you? Oh, I get it. When you saw the flowers on the president's body, you remembered something. You remembered seeing your mom with them, and felt the need to prevent her from becoming a suspect. No, you got it all wrong. It's his least convincing lie yet. The president's die was updated. I often decorate our home with lion lilies. I imagine that's why he remembered. Oh god, I just remembered what it is. Do you know the French word for dandelion? It's not gonna be Gavel. It could be Gavel. It's not Sean or Penn. Not D, June, or Wang. Is it Verity? Is it Verity? Is she Dandelion Gavel? Is that her name? But also it works as a double pun. Pissing's lit? What? Oh, that's the word for dandelion in French? Pissing's lit, you bet it is.
So the flowers his mother were carrying showed up on the president's body. And because of that, he got rid of the bouquet and kept quiet about having discovered the corpse. Well, this ties everything up nicely, doesn't it? A little too nicely for my tastes.
Pronounced pisoli. Pisole. Pisoli? Pisole. Pissing's lit, baby. Concrete. That's concrete, baby. Yet another meme I will show the reference for those who missed it earlier is cement. That's concrete, baby. I love that image. It's a good image. I love that dog. Shout out to that dog. I love that dog.
Anyway, I guess you forgot, huh? Kid also told us that he was responsible for the head falling in the first place.
Yeah, he did, but...
So he's our only suspect. He's still our suspect.
The finger of Sussy among us seems to still be pointing firmly at Sean. However, wait! I can think of far more likely culprits than the boy.
What? Who?
The person who was holding Sean captive until only a short while ago.
That's right! We had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down by the harbor. The refrigeration unit in the depot.
Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't switched on. Poor kid might have gotten frozen into a popsicle instead. He was doing his best to call for help, which is how we found him. The sedatives had worn off by then, so he was wide awake and plenty loud. Are lion lilies gonna be a powerful sedative that, like, puts you to sleep? Chat, I was stimming with razor blades last night and I cut myself. I'm very smart. Don't do that. Don't freaking do that. I have a big cut on my lip from when I was shaving, and it hasn't gone away because I have to reshave, which then just kind of re-cuts it, like, and it pissed me off. It's been there for like a month. I hate cutting myself while shaving, man. It make me freaking mad, man. I don't like bleeding. Don't. I didn't even clock it at first that you wrote concrete. Yeah, that's concrete, baby. Oh, you wrote concrete. I can't see your chats. Hoff is invisible. What the hell? What the skibbity? Did you accidentally, like, I know Twitch has a bunch of buttons that you can accidentally click on accident. Did you accidentally fucking block Hoff? I've accidentally banned people before clicking into chat, so I can see that by accident happening. How strange, isn't it? Get one of those fidget cubes. Yeah, get like one of those fidget cubes that does not cut you, maybe. The sedatives have worn off by then, so he was wide awake and plenty loud. I will say, as somebody who works in medicine, I have stemmed with my cast scissors. Like, I've just been like swinging them around because like I'm holding my scissors for cutting casts off, and then like I've been like, oops, tiny cut. But it's like tiny cut. It's like tiny cut. The sedatives had worn off by then, so he was wide awake and plenty loud. Sedatives? Isn't that what you were given too? Yep. Oh, we found a bottle on the floor of the unit, and it even was the same brand. 3Zs. Apparently it's super strong. Well, Agent Lang, surely Bill Cosby is now a suspect. Somebody else was responsible, and I think they've been behind all of this.
Oh yeah, and the secret mastermind of yours was here last night too?
That I can't say yet.
It's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor.
Sadly, we don't have anything to tie our mysterious kidnapper to the murder of the president. So is there anybody else? Somebody other than Sean who could have committed the murder? Don't! No, it's not him. I mean, Excelsior is clearly of course.
So it's right, the kid is our only suspect.
I mean, don't frame D-Killer. I don't want D-Killer to be the murderer. Please, let it not be him. Somebody who only recently we proved was, oh yeah, okay, it's Excelsior.
Chairman Winner, you think he killed the President Wang?
Why not? It's proven that he was president. Don't frame D-Killer. Shelly D-Killer is my goat. He's a silly little assassin. He's the best there is. He helps me out. He's he's my boyfriend, but he doesn't know it yet. Chat, he's great. I love Shelly D-Killer. And if he was here, he's a viable suspect more than anybody, wouldn't you say?
Winner, could he really have?
It's certainly another possibility to consider. I want to show chat my childhood brain scan. What does that even mean? Y'all ever got your brain scanned? We'll get back to you after Thursday. I never got my brain scanned.
12 years ago he was...
That number again. Look, a lot happened 12 years ago. My father and I and him being friends and all, Lang from 12 years ago. 12.
These nuts killer. Agaha bottle. And hash underscore and hash plus hash and plus asterisk.
Look, the TTS is trying its hardest, okay?
12 years ago I got my brain scanned.
Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago?
It's nothing to do with you.
I think it has everything to do with me. It's clearly connected to this case.
And you can prove that, can you? Go ahead, show me some proof of what happened 12 years ago that has anything to do with it. Proof? If you can't prove it, conversation's over.
We literally have the IS-7 case 18 years ago. Shit. Samson Tangarosa. Alicia Scone. No, don't make Scone the ultimate mastermind just because she's a chemist and would have had access to really strong sedatives. Gusto and Frost Sons. That was 18 years ago. Why do we have this case again? I completely forget why. Didn't we have the SS5 case incident? Show a link between recent events and those of 12 years ago. I mean, I can go 18 years ago.
Take that!
12 years ago, I got a pee stain, but there was nothing I could have done. Would you look at this for me?
Put it away, dumbass. Lang Z says the sun sets quickly in Zhengfa, which means we don't have time to be dealing with meaningless trivialities.
Come on, anything that ties this to 12 years ago? The Rose's letter?
Take that!
This letter was sent to Rosie Ringer, the victim of the murder that happened the night before last. Truly, nothing could have been done. We know who sent it, but I like that clearly something could have been done. Good luck getting your revenge on what happened 12 years ago.
What? But... And that's not all.
Take a look at this. It's a report about Bronco Night written by Warden Lagarde, and it's addressed to Chairman Winner. Retrieve the package that was in front of the planter. Something strange is going on, Agent Lang. Miss Ringer was murdered the night before last, and President Wang was not long afterward. If there's a connection between the two murders, there has to be. And I believe we can trace that connection to the events of 12 years past. Am I wrong? Wait, the president? Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, the president died. For those who are not gonna.
These are old wounds you're opening here. Insults to my family name.
Please, Agent Lang, we need to know. You were just getting on Gavel for not opening up, and now you're being all shy. Who on earth was even that? Shifu! Yo, the gang?
What are you all doing here?
Just 3 of you. 3 of you that kidnapped Sean, by the way. We came to find you, sir. We heard you were looking into the incident from 12 years ago.
Idiots. I'm not your boss anymore. Can't you get back to your duties right now?
We can't do that, sir.
What, you're disobeying a direct order?
Please, sir, I'm begging you, we all are. You have to reopen the investigation of the SS5 incident. We know you can't let go until you know what happened, and we can't either. Well, Agent Lang, it seems your former Undertales want the events of the past explained too.
You think it's that easy, huh? That you could solve the case just like that?
I think we can, together.
Well, alright then. Offer accepted.
Yes, Shifu! 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 Whoa, yeah! Nice, then I guess it's my turn to step up. I'm sorry, Kay. You're looking into a case from the past, right? I have just... No, don't introduce Little Thief all this time later. That mechanic is and it's been so long, and... You mean Mr. Thief. Wow, it grew up, I guess. If you can give me the details of the incident, I can rustle up a little simulation for you. Sadly, we don't have... Yeah, please, I don't want to do it.
Sadly, we don't have the files relating to the case.
Huh? How come?
Access to those files is restricted. They're top secret.
Really? Why?
Beats me. Somebody must have gone something to hide. Even I've never seen them. Everything I know I read in newspaper articles from the time.
You really can't be doing that, Lang. You can't be trusting the lame stream media.
Alright, I didn't know you were like far right, by the way. Damn, I didn't know you read Alex Jones and Alternative News. The SS5 incident happened on a winter's day 12 years ago, February 10th to be precise. Your police received a call directly from the kidnapper.
He was kidnapped?
Yes, the SS5 incident is the official designation of the president's kidnapping case. The kidnapper wanted $100 million.
100 million? How much money even is that? More than you can imagine, it seems. Melo, can you show the pee stain again? Yeah, sure, no problem. There you go. He got a little pee-pee on his chest. Surely there was nothing he could do. Surely there was nothing he could do. He was just pulling up his pants at the bar bathroom. There's literally nothing he could have done, literally ever. Just doesn't make sense. Why is it so yellow? He doesn't drink a lot of water. All those steroids from getting jacked, even though it is faked.
Getting jacked and jacking off, am I right? Why wasn't the stain white? The last person, the president, that night was my father. They were together at the embassy at Zhengfa the night before, on the midnight of the 10th. And nobody knows what happened with the president until he was kidnapped. Our government did everything they could to scrape together the money. They were desperate to save him. And in the end, they succeeded. The money was handed over and the president came home safely.
So President Wang was head honcho even back then. Wow, go Mr. President.
The length of time he stayed in power isn't even close to the most impressive thing about him.
Agent Lang is clearly very fond of President Wang. Damn, you liked Wang, don't you, boy? Damn. There is no straight characters in Ace Attorney. I assume the kidnapping was thoroughly investigated. Well, except for Larry, but he's the worst. He tried to be gay. There's that line in Trials and Tribulations where he's like, I tried to be attracted to somebody who wasn't a woman, but I'm sorry, it didn't work.
It was, but the investigation was top secret, as was the trial.
The trial? So a suspect was arrested?
Yeah, none other than our friend, Fifi Lagarde.
What? Is that why you visited the prison?
It is. Put on what you might call extended leave from Interpol. So I thought I'd take the time to look into what happened 12 years back. I wanted to see who I was dealing with.
She was found not guilty, wasn't she?
Yeah, my father was in charge of the president's security at the time. But they held him responsible for the kidnapping and stripped him of his duties as presidential bodyguard. He stayed on the force though, and he worked on the case alone, till eventually he found a suspect, Lagarde. And if he thought she did it, there's no way she was innocent. But they declared her not guilty, and the case went cold. My father couldn't take it. He was broken mentally and physically. Finally, he quit the force altogether.
So he had solid grounds to suspect Warden Lagarde.
He must have had evidence, or he wouldn't have charged her otherwise. But I've never been able to see the materials from the case. I'm sorry, but that's all I know.
What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? What the hell is this dude's kind of trauma dumping on us right now. But I don't think it's enough for the little thief to recreate the scene. Is there really nothing we can do? You look like you could use a hand. Who is this? Who would show up right now? I mean, not Phoenix Wright. I would really be happy if Phoenix Wright showed up. But it's definitely not fucking Phoenix Wright. I don't think they're gonna bring back another legacy character like Grossberg. We're way too far in the future for it to be Mia, right? Well, yeah, of course. Well, of course. What am I talking about? Holy shit, I'm done. Eustace?
Who's this now?
Oh, yeah, no, it's the gang. Yeah, what up? I thought it was gonna be a new character for a second. Franziska. And Mr. Fender. We finally wrapped things up over at the courthouse, so we thought we'd see what you kids were up to. Here. I almost did Francisco's voice for him. What's this?
It says SS5 Incident Investigation Report.
When Fifi Lagarde mentioned an incident from 12 years earlier, I couldn't help but wonder. So I decided to look into it, and this is what Interpol provided. Nice work, Franziska. Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth. You're no longer a prosecutor, and I didn't do this for you. I did it so that a colleague could solve his father's final case.
I owe you, sis.
Ah, they're like found family. Oh no, I love that. That's so good for the one character to be a prosecutor who prosecutes everything needlessly, and a policeman officer who prosecuted people needlessly, to then have arcs where they better themselves, and then to be like, oh, we're the same. We're not so different, you and I. That's so good. That's really good. I like that.
But everything related to the SS5 incident was supposed to be top secret.
Langa's called Franny sis. Yeah, he did, but I like the idea, like, it's actually connecting now for, I don't know. It did. Now it feels like, instead of him being like, hey, thanks, sis, now it's feeling more like, now it's viewing more like he's actually viewing her in like, oh, you know, familial relationship, found family relationship. Yes, but the classification was applied to all, what the hell? Yes, but the classification was applied by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Excelsius Winner. He was the prosecutor in charge?
Him again.
Don't worry. Due to the outcome of this morning's case, he's been stripped of his authority. An outcome that is in no small part thanks to the efforts of his own son. Eustace. So in defeating his father, he made the old case file available to us. Sounds like we owe him. Prosecutor Eustace Venner is busy wrapping things up over at the conclusion of Lagarde's trial. but he asks me to give you a message. Leave Dad and Legard to me. You focus on the case over there. He's even starting to sound like a prosecutor. Indeed he is. All right! Now we have the case file and I can recreate the scene no problem. Excellent, let's get started with one of the weaker mechanics of this series. According to the file, the incident occurred exactly where the plaza is now. Then what are we waiting for? Everybody with me! Actually, if I were to ken a character in Ace Attorney, it would be Maya or Eustace. They are so shilly. I do think in a world where I am an Ace Attorney, I am either Fender or Gumshoe, and I know that is a wide gap to shoot. But in the Ace Attorney universe, I am either the really dumb guy or the guy who's like, hey, what's the bada bing or whatever. I'm just goofing around. Like I feel like I'm one of those. I don't know. I feel the spiritually I vibe with them. All right, Kay, if I could set the little thief in motion, sure, here we do. Where do you want to start? Good question, let's see. It seems there was an eyewitness. What the fuck? Tiny little eyeball man, I guess. A freelance journalist by the name of Alf Aldown. He fell. But apparently he was killed by the culprit for witnessing the kidnapping. So this is where we all saw it happen, huh? Oh, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, the fucking flowers, ashes, we all fall down! Shut up! I don't like this at all! Ew! Hee, bubonic plague funny? I have no idea how that relates to it. Oh, never mind, I do. I forgot that's why they made the song in the first. Okay, here is in the big building. No, construction of the big building only began a year ago. Before that, it was a piece of abandoned property. And before that, now we're getting to the stuff I know. Huh? 12 years ago, this place would have been my house. The happy family home. Like for retired people? No, it was a place for children without parents. Oh, little orphans. Sean would have been a baby. Sean would have been a 1-year-old. This is where Sean came from. Well, that explains the age gap. Yes, please. And Gavel would have been a training person on the case, and that's why she came here and knew about it, and Chasen confirmed to be the Blue Badger. Wait, what? Just like in general? I mean, good. Congrats, by the way, you're one of the best characters. No, it was a place for children without parents. An orphanage, in other words. The president was kidnapped from an orphanage? Yeah, and the place was run by Fifi Lagarde. She called it her happy little home. As the proprietor of this institution, I suppose it is understandable that she came under suspicion. The President Wang, Winner, and Warden Lagarde. Surely the SS5 incident must be related to a current case. Okay, could you enter the data relating to the murder of Mr. Aldown? It seems sensible to assume that he was killed by whoever kidnapped the president. If we solve the murder, we solve the kidnapping. Nice! All right, counting on you. Beep boop boop beep boop beep bop. What do you mean he's not British? Who? Hopefully Sean came from here because 12 years ago. Yeah. Wait, what? Who's not British? What? Wait, what? This isn't, what? Oh, I thought this was past Sean. Never mind. I was like, what the fuck? What the heck is this? When did I grow to be so blasé towards people's reactions to Mr. Thief? What we're seeing in the front yard of this orphanage is as it was 12 years ago. At least, as far as the police reports describe it. Yeah, this is how it looked when they started investigating at 7 a.m. in the morning after the murder. And it seems it had been snowing. Yeah, from what I heard, the footprints wound up being pretty important evidence. Footprints, that game that just came out. The snow fell in the daytime of the previous day. In other words, before the incident occurred, meaning that none of the relevant footprints would have been obscured by new snow. This is literally like Turnabout of Bridge from Trials and Tribulations. Bridge to Turnabout. We even have a guy named Fall. Terry Falls versus I'll Fall Down. I think we'll need to pay attention to the footprints. 2 sets of footprints. Torto. A tortoise and a hare, inspired by the children's story, no doubt. The tortoise races were speedy. The tortoise races the speedy hare and wins. All right, time for Kay Faraday's pop quiz question. Why did the hare lose the race? I'll give you 3 options. I don't need 3 options, Kay. It stopped and fell asleep. 1. The hare's favorite running shoes were stolen by the Yatagarasu. 2. The tortoise trained with the Yatagarasu and got so fast that he won. Number 3. The real winner was the Yatagarasu, who plotted a surprise secret victory. Words are hard. Oh, those are my only 3 options. Too hard? I'll give you a hint. The option you're looking for starts with a 3rd. Well, that definitely narrows it down. Okay, you're so stupid. I love you. You're great. It's a porch swing with an elephant face on it, and behind it is what appears to be a monitor. You know what every dedicated swing fiend always wonders, don't you? If they can swing all the way around the top and back again. Maybe a motorized swing could finally make my dream come true. Wouldn't that be a little dangerous? And what dream isn't, huh? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. True, but hardly acceptable in this case. Okay, so, the flower. These planters. Peanuts. Speaking of peanuts, planters peanuts. I'm actually eating Hub's peanuts, chat. I love peanuts. Yummy. Ah, yes, footprints. That one story about the grandfather who left his grandson a collection of fossilized dinosaur prints, but in order to inherit him, the museum prince has to enter the museum and go through a series of shifting rooms to go back in time metaphorically all the way to the Protezoan era in a museum that doesn't have a Protozoan exhibit. Does anybody want a peanut? Chase and Jack, After My Own Heart, referencing The Princess Bride, a great movie. A wonderful movie. I love The Princess Bride. I almost just died. That peanut just went straight down my windpipe. Youch. Inconceivable! What's his quote where he's like, never get into a land war with Asia? He's great. I love him. He's wonderful. Great characters. Chat, watch The Princess Bride. Great movie. According to the case file, there's 3 sides to the orphanage. And there were 3 planters on each side. Yes, planters arranged in a very particular pattern. We've seen this somewhere before. What? Are you serious? Are you actually seriously going to assume? Are you going to say that this is a clue?
Let me explain. No, it would take too long. Let me summarize.
True. God, I love it. Dude, I love Princess Bride and Ace Attorney. I started to say Ace Attorney instinctively. Never bet when your life's on the line with a Sicilian. No. When death is on the line, it's never bet with a Sicilian. When death is on the line. Anyway, the giant footprints are going to mimic the fucking planters. Oh, he dug them, shaped them like feet to cover up for it, but he's digging up one of the old planters that got torn down, I guess, because something got buried in one of the planters. Shame there aren't many flowers, but I guess it was the middle of winter. Yes, but look at that one, it's bright yellow. Well, how come it's white? What the heck, it's a lion lily. That is a lion lily. If I'm not mistaken, they are a rare member of the family Liliaceae. A lion lily, you say? Didn't Judge Cavell just give him a bunch? What's that flower doing here? I can't, I believe the particular cultivar is from Asia. Never get in a land war with Asia! A variety said to symbolize the bond between parent and child. I wasn't aware you were so knowledgeable when it came to flowers, Franziska. Ha! What I just told you is common knowledge. Perhaps you need to read a little more. Dumbass. Okay, well, look at the dead body sitting right there. I'll fall down. The man who witnessed the president's kidnapping, but what exactly did he see? Based on this part of the recreation on one of the crime scene photos, it seems he suffered a blow to the back of the head. Yep, by that brick right there. I figured it must have been taken from here in the yard. This looks like the blood flowed from his head around the wound to the surrounding area. Here, a gift for you. This is Mr. All Fall Down's autopsy report. Wow, thanks. Prepare to die. Francisca sends flowers to Maya. This is real and true. Hashtag women loving women. Wow, real. That guy's freaking dead, guys. What the heck? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. What the fuck, man? I must scour the scene and inspect anything sussy. Hey, look, a sussy flower. Someone's dropped a yellow flower here. It's a lion lily. According to Francisca, yes. They're originally from Asia. Yes, they did just say that 5 seconds ago. This cell phone must have belonged to the victim. You're right. Says in the file that Mr. Allfound made a call while watching the kidnapping. A call to whom? His girl? His girlfriend. Seems he called her when he saw what that the president was there. But she didn't pick up, so he left a message. That's in here too, if you want to hear it. Please.
Hey, Rosie, it's me. I guess you're asleep already. Anyway, I'm here at the orphanage. Something's weird going on. President Wang is here for some reason, and there's another... Damn it! The light's out. I can't quite see, but it looked like he was being kidnapped. Anyway, that's a really blasé thing to fucking say. What were those sounds at the end? It's probably nothing, but I thought I should let you know. What were those sounds at the end? Probably him being hit with a fucking brick in the head, dude. Jesus Christ. Agent Lang, can I ask you something? Mr. Alldown's girlfriend, what was her name? This better not be stupid as hell. Ringer, Rosie Ringer. Okay, gotcha. At least that's what I heard. Just as I thought. Wait, you mean her revenge for what happened 12 years ago? So she really was out for revenge on Chairman Winter, wasn't she? Perhaps it was his suppression of the kidnapping. Or perhaps it was because she thought he was one of the kidnappers. Gasp. I'll fall down, freelance journalist. Killed after witnessing the kidnapping of President Wang. Even in this recreation, it's pretty gruesome. That peanut is trying to kill me, man. Sneaking down my windpipe. I'm dying, chat. It could also be a Gravity Falls reference. What? Gravity Falls reference? Oh, having 6 fingers. I get you. Yeah. It's actually the Princess Bride reference, chat, for those who don't know. So watch that movie. It's an all-time best movie. So fucking hashtag. Even in the recreation, it's pretty gruesome, huh? It's even worse in the actual crime scene photos. That's a lot of blood. Seems mostly to have come from the back of his head, and as you can see, that area is completely caked. Yeah, the autopsy report says that's where he was hit with the brick. Indeed, I imagine his attacker must have snuck up behind him. It looks like he's clutching something in his hand. Oh yeah, that was mentioned somewhere in the files. Let's see, according to this, it was a button. A button, torn from the attacker's clothing perhaps. It was D-Killer. It was D-Killer. Where's D-Killer? Show me his full outfit. His old outfit had buttons down the middle. Uh-huh. There's nothing of interest here. None of these footprints outlined in yellow. Those probably aren't important. Don't worry about those. Oh, it is the eponymous brick used in the murder. Cube Man eats peanuts on stream, proceeds to die due to peanut allergy. God, if I had a peanut allergy, I'd be very sad, because I think peanuts are so yummy. I think they're so yummy. Have you considered piracy? Very, he's referencing the movie where they say, as you wish, a lot. He's not saying, oh, okay, I will watch the movie as you wish. He's saying, okay, good. I think you make a great Dread Pirate Roberts. Wow, I love that movie, guys. It's pretty freaking good.
There's some stuff made of bricks all around the yard here. They probably took it from somewhere nearby, huh? Maybe fucking, you know. But what he was really saying when he said, as you wish, was I love you. So the victim was carrying a camera. Yeah, according to the file, they recovered a picture. Yep, there we are. Oh my God, that's the president, right? Who left a handprint in the, wait, what? Who left a handprint in it's the button from the snowman. Somebody's even pointing a gun at him. This must be what Mr. Alldown witnessed. So the person in the trench coat is a kidnapper. Why would the person who hit him over the head with a brick not step on the camera or something? Are they stupid? Because I imagine they were trying to conceal their identity. But if Agent Lank's father's theory is correct, the person wearing the trench coat is Warden Lagarde. Chad, what if it is Miles Edgeworth's dad who dresses like that, and he was actually like helping him out? What if he was like, see here, Mr. President, I'm here to protect you. I'm onto a ploy that's gonna get you killed, and you gotta come with me, all right? Sorry for the gun scaring you, but you gotta come with me. How come they only found the one picture? He probably wasn't able to take any more before he was attacked. Okay. His shoe? What the hell am I looking? Footprints were a key part of this case. There was information about the shoes in the file, correct? Let's see, size 12, feet were clean, no corns, no athlete's foot, beige socks, thermal underwear in the same color. He dressed old guy style. Brighter socks would have really made that outfit pop. Why not live a little? Base? And that's it for the fashion rundown. Shout out to whoever left these amazingly helpful comments. And here I thought we were going to get plain old investigation reports. The blood? Ugh, fresh blood and plenty of it, according to the autopsy report. He died from loss of blood due to a blow to the back of the Yep, blood's everywhere. Doubt anyone could have without a lot of Anyway, it certainly seems to confirm the autopsy report suggests that he was killed by a brick. I think I've seen everything. Yeah. Footprints. These footprints go toward the body and come back. According to the case file, they're thought to be the killers. D-killers? They're size 9, pretty average in other words. It seems the police weren't able to track down who the murderer was from. Who the murderer was from them, though. These footprints stopped by the body. I guess that means they belong to Mr. Alldown, right? His feet were pretty big. What's that, a size 12? According to the file, they're the same size as his shoes. It's a match. Okay, he walked this way, somebody walked this way and killed him, which means the person who killed him left the handprint. This looks like a snowman, but it's mostly melted. Well, it's no wonder it's all slushy. He's wearing a hat and scarf. That must have been all roasty toasty. Oh, look at his cute little button eye just lying there. He probably would have frozen back up again at dawn, you know. That's when it's usually coldest. Hey, I don't think that would have helped very much, Mr. Edgeworth. Brick, true. Wait, do we know whose Edgeworth's dad even was at this point? Was it Kilometers Edgeworth? No, we have his dad, Gregory Edgeworth. We played a case as his dad in case 3, I think. Which is a case that the ending of case 3 was really, really good and did make me emotional, and I think I did shed like a single tear. I did like tear up a little bit because it was really good. Really, case 3 from this game is one of my all-time favorite cases. It's really good. If a snowman froze again, it wouldn't turn back into a snowman, it would turn into an iceman. What? Is what I bet you wanted to say, whatever, words are hard. Can I put anything together here? Like the button and so the footprints and the planters are clearly in the same layout. So that's what our monstrous hoof prints really were. Wait, what? Recall the arrangement of the footprints, of the prints, and now compare it with that of the planters. Whoa! That's right, I believe the footprints are located exactly where our planters once stood. So Chairman Winter was digging around the front of them? He was, and why might he have been doing that? We have a piece of evidence in our possession that answers exactly that question. He was trying to dig for something.
Take that!
This tells us why he was digging those holes. What? Yep. Can you please explain? No, I can't, apparently. Is that the bite? The bite of 2? Jesus was 2. He was digging for the flowers. Did the money get buried or something? This doesn't make any sense. Why would he have been digging? Because something was there. But what? Is that the bite of 2 burgers? Burgers and fries? Herdgus Burgus? Yummy cheeseburger? The bug that was found, the drug, the hug, the rug, the snug. I don't know. Literally why? I don't have any evidence that explains why he would be doing that. I mean, the flower? Is there a flower there? I don't know why he would. The body? Wake up, sheeple, time for school. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to learn. I have my backpack on. Oh, this thing is gonna be from all the way back then, isn't it? The little plushie. Oh, the thing that Warden Lagarde. Recall, if you will, that Warden Lagarde sent to Chairman. It mentions something in front of a planner. You were telling him to dig there, but wait, why 3 holes? Because the report didn't specify which of the planters she meant. I get it. So he wasn't sure which one it was. Which meant he had to try and dig up all 3. I imagine so, yes. Poor Chairman Winner. But why go through all the trouble? What was he looking for? The piece of evidence that rats him out, that he was covering up. Oh shit, a rat. Hey, this arch, I've seen it somewhere before. Indeed we has, it's the same one that stands over the entrance of the big building today. But this is supposed to be how things looked 12 years ago. Why, was it there the whole time? Seems the architects worked the old archway into the structure of the new building. The future is simply built on the past reheated. I think I heard that somewhere. But for 12 years ago, it's such a long time to reheat something for. If it was your lunch, it'd be ruined. Chat, I've talked about my friend, my best friend from high school. I met him back in like middle school and everything, who one of the first times I went to his house, we had gotten some burgers and he brought back his half of a burger and he went to reheat it the next morning and he put in the styrofoam box, he put a styrofoam box with a burger in the microwave, and his idea of how long to reheat something for was 6 minutes. He put it in the he put it in the microwave for 6 minutes. He thought that's how you reheat a cheeseburger, and I don't he's better at cooking now. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to line it up so it looks like Edgeworth has Kay's hair. There we go. He's girl bossing. But yeah, I don't. I just remember smoke coming out of his microwave and being like, hey, how long did you reheat your burger? And seeing 3 minutes left in the microwave and being like, what? There are burn marks on the pillar here. The report says there was some fire on the building at the event, at the time of the event. A fire? Let's see, where was it again? Ah! Oh yeah, one of the orphans set a fire with some kerosene. Some sort of prank, probably. They sound like a lively bunch, possibly too lively. Seems their antics spoiled the chances of finding any footprints near the entrance of the building. A fire? What, he's digging for the brick? I don't imagine. Yeah. As a kid, I once tried to reheat Nutella in the plastic bowl. I wanted to be melty. I threw away the bowl. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. I've investigated all the objects. I think the last thing I need to do now is investigate with all the people. Alright, tell me about it, bud.
These planters covered with snow.
Is anything the matter, Agent Lang?
Yeah, something's not right. I wasn't able to look at the case file until now.
Indeed, you have Chairman Winner to thank.
But what's weird is, I've seen this scene somewhere before.
What?
But where?
But hell!
I keep thinking I've got it, but then it's gone.
He appears to be lost in his efforts to remember. Perhaps I should leave him alone for now. I think that's about all we can learn from the scene for now. Alright, how about I try to go show you how things looked early on that night? That would be very much appreciated. Could you take us back to the moment at which the victim witnessed the kidnapping? Sure, sure.
Pew, 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 pew.
Chat, it's kinda crazy. Oop. I had 2 sets of brownie outside. It was raining and the water on the ground sizzled and spat. What? I almost set the house on fire microwaving brownies. They were charcoal. Oh, you like cooked them like way too much? Yeah. My brother once tried to reheat up Boston cream donut in the microwave and it ended up exploding. That's just cool though. Is Boston cream like marshmallow material where it like grows and then explodes? There he is, about to get hit on the head with a funny brick. And there's the president and his kidnapper out by the road.
My father based his investigation on the evidence Aldan provided. That was why he thought the kidnapping and orphanage were connected somehow.
And somehow he wound up suspecting Fifi Lagarde. She was the one running the orphanage at the time.
Exactly. But when the case went to trial, Excelsius Winter put a big hole in that theory.
He did.
Yeah, after all, the president and the kidnapper weren't exactly on the grounds of the orphanage. So it's hard to conclusively prove any kind of connection.
So they were never seen inside the gates of the orphanage. Wrong voice.
Detectives bust a gut to find evidence on the scene, and then prosecutors come along and twist it to their own ends. Winter and Lagarde were working together. They had some kind of deal, I'm sure of it.
You're saying that Chairman Winter was working with the kidnapper? And somehow Artie Frost ties into all of this as well. Oh, Frost, wow, snow, oh my god, keeping the motif all this time later. Your father was convinced that Lagarde was the culprit, correct? And you say he was gifted a Olive Garden gift card through the investigator? He must have had some support of the theory of Aldan's message, surely?
Yeah, he must have, I just don't know what it was. It wasn't exactly a case he liked talking about.
Agent Lang's father, Dao Long Lang, trusted ally and confidant of President Wang. He discovered truths that were subsequently suppressed by Chairman Winner. Our first priority should be to find out what they were. Air on stream... What? Air or steam trapped in the custard. I see. The incident. Wow, the time is now a factor. Chat, I was gonna say this before that whole cutscene. I think I might save and maybe even wrap up stream here because I'm actually hungry as hell because I haven't had dinner yet. And not going to lie, eating a lot of candy has kind of put my tummy in a not good state. And I think I might just... I think this is a position... where am I in the case? 2 hours is still like a normal length stream. It's just not normal for me who ends up streaming like 5 hours at a time. Middle. Okay, you know what I think we do? I think next stream might be tomorrow, might not be, we'll see. But I think next stream I do just Ace Attorney and try to get through the entire rest. Because I don't think, if I'm just in the middle now, I'm not gonna finish Ace Attorney tonight. So I think I just do an entire stream of nothing but Ace Attorney tomorrow or the next time I'm feeling like it or am available for it. And then we just blow through it. Cause I'm really, my tummy's feeling not so good from eating a lot of candy, and we're at about 2 hours, and I'm totally good to do a shorter stream for once. My tummy, oh, actually it's feeling especially not good. Chat, I can't believe eating a bunch of candy made my tummy feel bad. What the heck? What the freaking heck? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, chat. It's always cool that people come by. But, yeah, my stomach does not feel so good. So I think I'm going to go probably eat some food that is like an actual meal and then go to bed early, maybe even. We will see. Eat the most delicious meal ever? I will try. And by that I mean I will eat something with cheese, because I am like a sucker for cheese, dude. Dude, I went to Culver's. Yeah, that's right. I went to Culver's after a long time of not going to Culver's, and I got their cheese curds. And I got it with cheese sauce on the side, and I dipped my chicken and my stuff in the cheese sauce, but also the cheese curds. It was so damn cheesy and oily, and it was probably extremely unhealthy. But as a man who cannot put on like a significant amount of weight, I cannot become overweight. I simply cannot. I one day it's gonna happen, but like I just eat like stuff that should make me obese, and then I just don't get it's crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna play the song for the end of stream and wrap up so I can go eat. Chat, today it's Lily Allen, The Fear, because that song is good and I like it. And it's probably, it's absolutely DMCA, but have a good night, chat. Thank you for coming by. Good night. A longer stream next time where I prep, maybe I'll do something else, but I'll try, you know, there's no promise, there's no plan ever. But I think next stream I'm just gonna try to blow through Ace Attorney and finish it. And if we have extra time somehow at the end, I'll do like, I don't know, something else. Good night!
I wanna be rich and I want lots of money. I don't care about clever, I don't care about funny. I want loads of clothes and fuck loads of diamonds. I heard people die while they're trying to find them. And I'll take my clothes off and it will be shameless, cause everyone knows that's how you get famous. I'll look at the sun and I'll look in the mirror. I'm on the right track, yeah, I'm on to a winner. I don't know what's right and what's real anymore. And I don't know how I'm meant to feel anymore. And when do you think it will all become
Shut the fuck up.